Okay.
All right. All right. Now look up here. You know how to record. So
you're this why you that face for? Frank presents.
Wait, no, just start over.
No.
Oh my God, bro. Are you ready?
Junior, be yourself. Be yourself.
Yeah, be yourself. Go ahead. Look.
Frank presents the play call. I'm joined by the crew. Frank, your host, Bree, June, and Nikki. How's everybody doing this week?
I'm doing good. How are you doing?
There's a lot. I'm doing good. There's a lot of surprises that happen on Sunday and Monday. So
yes, you ready to talk about it?
For sure.
Well, let's go around the room and see everybody that's.
Oh yeah, how's everybody else doing?
You know, we got Bree and Callie. You know what I'm saying? Chilling, living her best life.
That's Nikki.
I mean, yeah, Nikki. Sorry. I keep thinking about No, what? Yeah, got it. I keep thinking about you going out there. But yeah.
Don't live stream my face on Facebook.
Oh my God, girl. Why you didn't say that sooner?
You don't ever live stream when we record.
Yeah, we do.
We don't. You don't ever live stream when we record.
Yeah, I stopped it, girl. Listen, I'm gonna go live. I don't know why I don't want people to see your face. You got fans.
I'm good.
I got fans.
I got fans breaking out. I'm in my bonnet. Like,
oh my God.
Said fans.
She do. It's gonna be like the quickest. Let's see. Hold on. Well, go ahead. Yeah, I'm good, man. I'm ready to talk about this week. A lot to cover, a lot to uncover, not cover. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
So let's go.
June, Nikki, how are you guys doing today?
Yeah, I'm all right. Can't wait for this week to be over so I can go back to me house and my own bed. It's a little chilly out here in San Diego today, but besides that, I am blessed and highly favored.
June, how are you?
I am living the dream. Don't wake me up.
I hate when June say that shit. And all you can see is his, wait, let me see. His left and right ear, his arm. Oh, okay, there you go. Hey, June.
He's driving. You need to be looking at the road.
I can't even,
you need to be looking at the road.
I can't even be like, I am. Now I gotta, drive like I'm 17 again.
Hey, Nikki, is that a half jacket?
Yeah, what's wrong?
So that's why you cold. You ain't even get a full jacket.
First of all, I didn't have a jacket on at all. And then I put this on. Here you go. You see? You see how they do? You see how they do?
How they do. Who's they?
Yeah.
On my screen, y'all at the bottom. So the two young gentlemen at the bottom of my screen.
On my screen, Bree, me, June, and you. So you and June at the bottom. All right, well, let's go ahead.
All right. So on Thursday, September 30th, the Bengals defeated the Jaguars 24-21. On Sunday, the Washington football team defeated the Falcons 34-30. The Bills defeated the Texans 40-0. The Bears defeated the Lions 24-14. The Cowboys defeated the Panthers 36-28. The Colts defeated the Dolphins 27-17. The Browns defeated the Vikings 14-7. The Giants defeated the Saints in overtime 27-21. The Jets defeated the Titans in overtime 27-24. The Chiefs defeated the Eagles. The Cardinals defeated the Rams. The Packers defeated the Steelers 27-17. Sorry, the Cardinals defeated the Rams 37-20. The Chiefs defeated the Eagles 42-30. I forgot to say those scores. The Seahawks defeated the 49ers 28-21. The Ravens defeated the Broncos 23-7. And the Buccaneers defeated the Patriots 19-17. And on Monday, October 4th, the Chargers defeated the Raiders 28-14.
So Nikki, since Thursday was the first game and that was your team, how tell us what was your takeaway? What you saw that game.
First of all, I know you're trying to be
laughing.
No, he's trying to be dirty, but it's all right. We can have a conversation.
Yo.
We did play first. We did play first this week. So I'll say this. I am frustrated with the way we play football
all the entire game. You get what I'm saying? Like, I feel like some of my players, some of my boys don't understand that there's 4 quarters to this football game. I think they come and they feel like they ball out first half and they have won the game. It's frustrating that we don't keep our energy the same throughout the entire game. We lost this game because the defense never showed up the second half at all. I promise you there were different players the second half. Now, June, if let me take this jacket off because I already feel like I'm getting hot. I only want to see your
I ain't
ear.
saying nothing. I didn't even say nothing. I
don't want to see your whole face no more. Let me just see the ear now.
For her to get done, so I can go ahead and comment. You know what I'm saying?
No, but all jokes aside, like I really do feel like our defense never been like, come on, like there's no way. Now I am not upset. Let me say this: I am not upset with the way or the call we made right before the half. Now let me explain why. Yeah, maybe we should have kicked the field goal. If we had kicked, we would have went into overtime, right? But we were playing so well in the first half. Like I'm like, all right, we didn't get that. That's fine. We'll get, we'll make up for it. Second half, but yeah, it's just frustrating that our defense didn't show up during the second half. I think the offense played better. Trevor didn't turn over the ball this time, which is a kudos to Trevor. June, I promise you, June.
Oh my God, Frank, I'm just paying attention, and I know you say I'm just trying to listen.
Yeah, I'm listening too, bro. I'm listening.
No. You don't see his facial expression.
Yeah, I do see it. I do it, Steve.
My body language speaks a lot. So does my mouth, but my body language speaks a lot. And his, shut the fuck up. I'm an introvert.
I know.
She said that.
But
Yeah.
that's I just wish that we played the same way we played in the first half. That we played the same way. When we came back from halftime, we clearly could have been 500 right now. We could have been 2-2 right now. But when you don't play an entire game, you don't keep the energy throughout the entire game. Like, bro, what are you doing, man? Yeah, I'm off. But don't worry about it. We about to get our first W this week. I truly believe that. That's it for me.
So I watched the game.
All right, next, let's talk about another game. It only matters what I feel. Move on.
No. Me and June have to speak. Bree has a chance.
Yes.
Point.
Thank you.
So Bree don't have to speak. Bree don't have to speak.
Yeah, she has a chance to get her point too. I did say that. Don't
I
worry
didn't
about
hear
it.
Bree.
No, all I heard was me and June.
Yeah, that's all I heard. That's all I heard.
This is being recorded. We can
Women don't have rights.
Like we don't have rights.
I'll mute y'all and show you how much right you really have. Listen, so
No, I'm the host. Remember?
I know, right? Damn it, Jesus, because I had to log off. I'm taking it back. Where is it at?
See, won't Jesus do it? Won't he do it? Hallelujah. Thank the Lord.
So here's what I say. Your team came out strong. You're right. They didn't play 60 minutes. But let me ask you a question, because you've been watching football more and more with us, and you've been watching several teams, not just yours. Do you feel that the difference in the game was at halftime, the Bengals made the adjustments needed on offense and on defense to come back and win the game? So
yes, I think they made the adjustment. However, I think even with the adjustments they made, okay, like offense, right? For example, you said offense made the adjustment. I don't even feel like defense came out. They were still in the back of the locker room.
I mean, that's what happens when you get stifled. It looks like that. You know what I'm saying? It looks like that. It does. I mean, but so when you look at this,
I don't think my offense was bad. I think the whole 16 minutes, I don't think my offense was bad. We scored in the third quarter. You get what I'm saying? We didn't score in the fourth quarter, but we scored in the third quarter.
No, you scored in the fourth quarter. You didn't score in the third.
We didn't start in the third. Okay. Yeah. So I don't think that our offense was. I think the energy our offense brought was the same energy the entire game.
Okay.
It's our defense.
I think y'all just the team coming together, and eventually, when the chemistry's there, you're gonna perform well. I think everybody that's Jacksonville thought we getting sunshine, and we got Urban Myers, and we're gonna start winning. And people don't realize that you have to develop a culture, and you can't expect teams to, because you get a coach to the next season or turn around. Not if you put them with the 2017 Jacksonville Jaguars that went to the AFC Championship and give them the coach the following year, I think you could expect that, but not where you guys were at. But that's just my take. June, you got anything you want to add on to that?
Yeah, actually, it's no negativity, so it's all reality. Honestly, before the game started, I don't know. I felt like the strong energy that you guys were going to make it happen.
Yeah.
And from there, I was like, I said, man, these guys are it. And I still felt that energy going into the second half. I think the adjustments were made. They played Bengals, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, the adjustments were made, and all it takes is 1 to 2 crucial mistakes from your defense, and that's exactly what happened. I think the game was fairly even. I mean, you only lost by 3, and that happened in the last 2 or 3 minutes. Honestly, it was a 50-50 game. I think I'm more disappointed in the way that the Bengals came out and thought that they were just going to dominate. And now I think other teams moving forward and they're facing the Jaguars, they're going to be like, hold on a second. Let's readjust our playbook because this team is coming together and they ain't no punk. So I don't know. I wasn't disappointed in the Jaguars. I thought they're playing. They get better every week. I forgot who said that, but they get better every week, and that's what it looks like.
Mm-hmm.
I do appreciate that. We are getting better every week. And I see that. I'm sorry, Bree, but you can clearly see from week 1, 2, 3, 4, like it's been improvement. This was the first week Trevor didn't throw no damn interception. You get what I'm saying?
He ain't throw for no touchdowns either. Y'all had 3 rushing touchdowns.
Yeah, one of them was him. But anyway,
yeah.
You know, I can see that we're getting better. My thing is this, right? It's good when we see improvement. When we don't get the end results, you start to feel a little defeated. You get what I'm saying? So it's kind of hard, you know, and I see, just like you said, we all see that they're getting improved. They are improving. But my biggest thing right now is y'all gotta play all 4 quarters. That's it. Like I think that's my biggest thing right now. Like you can't come balling out for one half, regardless if it's the first half or the second. You can't. I mean, this is a 4-quarter game. You know what I'm saying? So right now, I think that's my biggest frustration. And then I think for them, it's like, bro, I see it. Like we're right there, and then it'd be 1 or 2 little dumb shits, and we're right back talking about, hey, we see the improvement. Yeah, like seeing improvement is always great. We want to see that. But we need to catch a win. So I don't know. They still got a fan in me. So
that's good. Bree?
So I didn't watch the game. I was on FaceTime with Nikki and Frank on Thursday for the game. So I didn't physically watch it, but I heard the reactions from Nikki throughout the game. And I will say it was super duper iconic that the silence after halftime and me and Frank were staring at each other.
You see the shade?
So we decided to talk. No, like iconic as in like it was like a moment that I will never forget because we didn't know what to say. So Frank was like, yeah, Squid Game.
Yeah.
And iconic, Nikki ate a whole bagel in 2 minutes at 11 o'clock at night.
Hold it. Just Like a Hoover vacuum cleaner.
Demolished it. Demolished it.
It was half of a bagel, first of all.
Listen, I tell you what, and I think me and Bree, all of us on this podcast have had disappointing and devastating losses for our teams. We're not new to it, right? And I guess seeing you go through this moment where you see your team doing so great the first half, you know, they're like pitching a shutout pretty much. And then come the second half and it's like, yo, did y'all leave the playbook? What did y'all do? And as a fan, you get so upset because you're like, yo, I want win, like do something, move the ball, you know, stop somebody. And it doesn't happen. I just didn't. I saw like the life deflate out of you. I was like, oh.
Nikki, it's okay. Nikki, it's okay. The Browns and Steelers game last year, Frank called me and I was crying and screaming. So it was bad. I was like, I'm gonna fuck them up. I'm going to Cleveland. I'm gonna beat. I was like in the mind like of a serial killer at that point.
About the Jags, I wish them well this week. I might not pick them, but I wish them well this week. All right, Winston, who are we gonna cover next? You want to do Steelers?
Next we have we can do Steelers and then we can do June's game because he was physically there.
He was there.
So the Steelers lost to the Packers. Okay, we lost to the Packers. I am now numb to the losing, you know. So I said some awful things watching the game, but those are my babies. You know, I'm always going to root for my babies, whether we're losing or not. Now, there's only one thing that bothers me about that game, and is they called offsides on Joe Hayden. That right there was the most bullshit call I've ever heard in my life. And Minka Fitzpatrick ran it for a touchdown. He blocked, Joe Hayden blocked the field goal. Minka picked up the ball and ran it for a touchdown. They threw a flag and they called offsides. Huh?
That's what it was? That was the thing that they called it back?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. But when they kept playing it, the ball moved. Then Joe moved. It's because Joe was fast, okay? Hayden is a fast little one, okay? He's fast. That was not offsides at all. I don't care. That pissed me off. But I think that I can predict the future too. So because literally 30 seconds before that, I said, if Minka Fitzpatrick don't get a touchdown, then I'm calling Mike Tomlin and he's sitting out next week. And then he scored the touchdown that didn't even catch. But I would say a little bit improvement. We didn't have Chase Claypool at all. James Washington did piss me off with those incomplete passes. Ben didn't overthrow or underthrow the balls when he was running his route. He just maybe he hasn't been on the field since preseason, so probably forgot his groove. But I did not like the sportsmanship from Juju on the sidelines. I understand you're frustrated, baby, but you were on national TV. I don't want to see you slamming your iPad down, okay? I understand you're frustrated, but I don't want you to look like a sore loser, you know? But yeah. So during the game, right, there was someone at Hooters who calls himself a Steelers fan. And he said to me that they are going to fire Mike Tomlin because of this.
I don't know.
He was serious. He was dead serious.
He was serious. Then he didn't like that I was speaking football to him. He came over to me and was like, I understand your parents raised you a certain way, but you need to be realistic and learn facts.
And we know what your mama told you to say to him because we was on the FaceTime when. But I will say, so I wanted to save that part of coaching and play calling and all that good stuff for the set when we do cover whether or not what to do at bench after the recaps. I had the game playing. I'm not used to seeing the Steelers play like that, you know. A lot, like I've told you in the past, I am a fan of football and I respect the Steelers organization, and you come to expect something great out of them. You know what I'm saying? Like even you know, the Eagles at a certain time in the 2000s were dominant force, right? Making it to the NFC Championship, going to the Super Bowl. You become accustomed to expecting a certain kind of play out of organizations. I understand that everybody's going to struggle, but Tomlin's never had a losing season. So once he inherited a team from Cowher, he never let that team go below 500. You know what I'm saying? He's always kept it above that. And to see the way and watching Big Ben's career since he comes in to the league to now, it's like it's kind of sad, but we'll talk about that later. Overall, Packers, he discount double check, you know what I'm saying?
Really fast before we move on to June. So we know what it was about, but it's going crazy right now on the internet that people are speculating the looks that Mike Tomlin and Aaron Rodgers were giving each other on the sideline, is speculating that Aaron Rodgers is going to the Steelers. It's literally everywhere. Daily Snark posted that it was because he called a timeout, but they threw a flag. And Mike Tomlin's like, no, buddy, I got you. I called a timeout on your ass. You're 4th and 1, and I called a timeout on you. You know, they were laughing at each other. But people think the smile and the smirking was I'm going to put you in a black and yellow jersey real soon type of situation.
It was.
And the reason why I brought that up is because, I checked Twitter like crazy. And actually, that was trending number 2 in the United States all day yesterday, up until about 6 p.m., that Aaron Rodgers was trending and people were speculating that he was going to the Steelers. I don't believe so, but do you think that will ever happen, being that he don't want to play for the Packers after this season?
Anything can happen. Anything can happen. If we're gonna, it's football. We saw what happened today in the NFL with a top 3 corner in the league. So we'll address that later. So is it possible to see Aaron Rodgers in a Steelers uniform? It's very possible, especially with the fact that Ben's declining. It's like, what are you going to do? And you have good, talented wide receivers. You have a good running back. Your defense is good when it's healthy. So, I'm going to say one last thing before I pass it off with the referees calling these penalties all week long. They're horrible.
Terrible.
Even when I recap the Pats game, I'll talk about it. But they were calling penalties that weren't penalties. And then I feel that because they called a penalty on a team to make up, they called another penalty on the other team. And it's just like,
I could do a ref's job better than the ref.
Like it was too much. But anyway, June, what you got for the Steelers game?
No.
No, we still talking about the team.
Okay.
Unless he doesn't have anything to say, we could move on.
No, he was at the game.
Yeah, he didn't watch it. He was leaving the game.
That's right. You was leaving.
I did watch the highlight though. And it goes into that conversation that we had at the time.
You're going in and out, June.
It's time for Ben to go, right?
You're going in and out.
He said, is it time for Ben to go? I heard that part.
That's going to be a segment after we do the recap. So let's just move along. I say Bree. Nikki, you got anything you want to say about the game?
No, I was flying.
That's right. That's somebody was
going. No, you were eating sushi.
Oh, you know what? Yeah, Bree was showing it.
Because I was showing her
the only thing I would say would, which I can hold off is it time for Ben?
But let's hold off for that. Let's do the recaps. So that we can, because we don't want to. I feel like we leave our talking points when we take too long on recaps. But June, what's up, man? Your team?
Hey, first and foremost, the experience was amazing. The energy, the electricity, everything was great. What's up, girls? Oh, everything was good. Everything was great. Being live there, man, the offense did exactly what we needed it to do. The defense did exactly what we needed it to do. It's not going to show based on points, but it's just amazing how to see in person how these referees, man, they be calling these plays exactly what we were just talking about, and then they go back, the back end, they call another play to make up for the mistake. There was 2 touchdowns taken away from us, which was very crucial to the game. One of them was with Mahomes. We would have got the ball, I don't know, 10-yard line or so, on their side of the field. But they said that we touched Mahomes and illegal contact to the face. Me being there in person and just witnessing that error was unbelievable. The second one, offensive pass interference on Zach Ertz. Me seeing that mistake was unbelievable. This man didn't touch that man off the line at all, not even pull a string of hair. And that causes the big touchdown. It was just crazy. I do agree with what Miles Sanders said. In order to win games, your run game has to be somewhat involved. And that was probably the biggest error that we had in the Eagles. Other than that, I was satisfied by the way they played. I wasn't as disappointed as that was in the Dallas game.
Looking at the stats, you guys, like, there was no defense played. You guys combined for like 932 yards. That's crazy. No, and the difference in one of the stats I'm looking at is, so their total yardage is only 10 more than you guys. They have 471, you have 461. But their rushing game was 200 yards. But it took them 32 attempts, but you had 103 rushing yards on 19 attempts. In the red zone, they were 5 for 5. Philly was 3 for 6, 50%. So let's say you would even converted one more, two of those, it would have been a game. You know what I'm saying? Because right there, you would have been matched up. You guys picked off Mahomes, so that's good. And passing yardage, you guys had him beat 358 yards. I didn't see the I did have the game playing, and I thought at first you guys hung in there, but given opportunities to Mahomes and company, they're gonna put up points. Their defense is suspect. It is what it is. I think if you guys would have scored more, it would have made it a better, even first downs. They had 31, you guys had 30. So the score doesn't tell the truth. A time possession, they had 30 minutes and 52 seconds. You guys had 29 minutes and 8 seconds. Pretty evenly matched when it comes to that. It's just the difference. They were 5 for 5 in the red zone. You guys were 3 for 6. In my opinion, that's it. Penalties. You guys had wait a minute, where is it? I just saw it. Oh, so they had 746 and you guys had 9 for 49. So even then, it's just still 3-yard difference in penalties. So, but good game overall. It should give your team a little boost to know they hung in there for a little bit with them, only losing by really a touchdown and 2 touchdowns in a sense, So,
yeah. Hey, looking at the game live too, man. Tyreek Hill is a fast man.
Let
me tell you, that little guy is so fast. I was having trouble keeping up with it. I'm like, all right, I don't know if it was a crown or it was his legs. One of the two was messing with my eyes. But the guy was really quick. I'm not going to take credit away from him. That man is talented. Mahomes did this weird underhand pass. I hate that, because you don't teach stuff like that. I'm assuming you don't teach stuff like that in quarterback camp. But, this man right here did that crazy trick. And I was like, man, it's kind of hard to call a defensive play to stop something like that. So, I give credit to the Chiefs. My main man, Andy Reid, he became the first coach to win 100 games with 2 different teams, which was with the Eagles and with the Kansas City Chiefs. So that was a big milestone on that end.
So I guess we'll move along, right?
Your game.
Hey, game of the week,
Brady,
right? When everybody talked about after Sunday, Brady come back to Foxborough.
I would rather play football in the snow rather than the rain. I hate it so much.
To the most anticipated game. That's what they talked about, right? They had memes about it
Pissed
on
me
other
off.
news other than this. Very disappointed in the game. I did want Brady to beat Belichick so he could beat all 32 teams. I kind of was pulling for the upset because I wanted the Patriots to show they could win.
So you were torn.
Yeah, I was very torn. I didn't even want to celebrate either or, a first down or anything. I was just sitting there very quiet. Belichick did his thing. I'm going to give him credit. I sat back and I thought about it. Belichick knew that Brady will identify the defense if he adjusted before the ball was hiked. So he waited until the ball was hiked and then he adjusted, which screwed Brady up a little bit because he didn't have time to go through his progression. That defense stayed on top of them to hold that high-powered offense to 19 points. That says a lot. Yes, Brady had his worst completion since being on the Bucs of 50% or more, a little over 50%. There was a lot of overthrown passes, a lot of underthrown passes, some drop passes. Maybe the rain played.
I would say that also you could tell that it was emotional for him.
Yeah, I was about to get
played the team. Yeah.
Yeah, he was very emotional. Even in pregame, like even in the weeks leading, he had a raspy voice. And after the game was over, he didn't have that voice anymore. Like the next day,
he was nervous.
So yeah, I'm Tom Brady. And I really feel to him, it was like, as a fan, you're torn, right? You had a lot of fans wearing a Tampa.
June,
right?
Get your life, June. Get your life.
I feel like him as a player, that's what he's known for, is the Patriots, 20 years, 6 Super Bowls. They got the most wins together. And you go back and there's so much unfinished business. Like there's no closure between him and Belichick on certain things. You know what I'm saying? So Mac Jones was impressive. A lot of dink and dunks. Okay, he got 75, but what I saw from him was he didn't turn the ball over. I don't think he did. If he did, it was probably one. He called audibles at the line, which a lot of rookie quarterbacks ain't really doing that. When he goes no huddle, he's great. And the defense is good. So, I mean, happy for Brady. He got the win, 32 teams. Belichick showed that he's still a defensive guru. It was very boring, or maybe disappointing, I would say, because that team never really got off. I think he missed Gronk, too. I think he really did miss Gronk a lot. And
for sure.
But it was good. And it is what it is. You know what I'm saying?
It was a good game. I think it was a good game. Even though my TV was 5 minutes behind y'all's, and I would be like, Brady got sacked. And you're like, yeah, we know that, Brady. You're still in first quarter. We're at halftime already. What are you talking about?
No, so you were 5 minutes. I was 2 minutes, and Nikki was on point. And I'm actually watching on Verizon.
No, Nikki's TV was 8 minutes before the play was live.
Yeah, she was like on another dimension, telling us what's going on. You would think
I did good. I did not tell y'all.
No. But like, you didn't tell us. But you go, you go. It was blocked. It was blocked.
These are lies. But then Bree would be like, "Oh, he was sacked," and I'm like, "Bree,
we is in the third quarter. Why are you still in the first quarter?
That's 3 years ago." Like,
yeah, that. Listen, I again, it is what it is. I'm good with my team rebuilding. I am. And I like what Brady said in his interviews. He might end up back in Foxborough as a fan, or even, I think what he'll do is retire and sign a one-day contract to go in the Hall of Fame as a Patriot, not as a Buck. But anyways, let's go on. Who won last week?
One.
So the winner of last week happens to be
Frank.
Oh, did Frankie win?
No, I said Frankie Frank.
Oh, like yeah. Frank won. Yeah. Frank won with 10 correct predictions. I came in second with 9. And Bree and June tied with 8. Got tied with 8.
Yes, he did.
Nikki, if you ain't first, you're last, Ricky. If you ain't first, you're last.
What I heard?
I was mad. I was like, come on, Raiders.
Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna tell you why I talk crap, because Nikki be discounting my what I be saying. So what happened? We had a full-blown 45-minute conversation before we recorded last week. Frank, why do you think the Cardinals are gonna win? Well, the defense is better. Kyler Murray can move in the pocket. They got good receivers. They could run the ball.
All right, let's move on.
No.
So anyway.
She comes with the stats. And mind you, people, fans on Facebook, I have no stats in front of me. This is me sitting in my car waiting for my son to come out to take him to go.
So what was I? I was at work.
It doesn't matter. This is me speaking off the dome. I'm giving you facts. You said no. Cardinals won. I'm just saying. Did I pick Chargers?
You only won last week by 1.
It don't matter. Whether you win by 1 game or 20, you won. Whether it's an inch or a mile, you won, right? But anyway.
You won.
So before we go on to your little question, I'm gonna talk about what my main man Adam was talking about today. Okay. So first, Stephon Gilmore is gone. Okay.
Yep.
So Patriots were roughly $54,000 under the salary cap. Needed to be cleared cap space, and now will find themselves with an additional $5.8 million. Stephon Gilmore was in his last year of the contract, so New England doesn't owe him any money, right? So then Patriots traded him to the Panthers for a 2023 6th-round pick.
Which was stupid, but okay.
So I think that was Belichick stuffing it to Brady and company because he traded him to a team that's in the same division, that's playing pretty well, has a decent defense. Because he knew if you release Gilmore, Brady was already on the phone like, baby, let's go. Come down here to Tampa. We can reunite.
Actually, we
need help.
He was
so
trying
you had Sherman on one side. Now Sherman don't got to cover the number 1 guy. You could put Gilmore on the number 1 guy. You know what I'm saying? So
I saw something though where he was trying to go to the Packers.
That's even good too, because they got Jalen Smith. All I'm saying is Belichick.
He knew what he was doing.
Well,
he sold him for some Doritos. He should have got him for like a 4th round or 3rd round.
The fact that they traded him.
I agree, Frankie.
It goes away from what they were saying. So in the morning, on First Things First,
I'm about to fight Billy.
They said that maybe Belichick looked out for him by releasing him so he could sign with any team and not trading him. But then he trades him. But then he trades him to a team that's actually winning and not losing. He did the same thing for Chandler Jones. When he was going to let go of Chandler Jones, he sent him to the Cardinals. And Chandler Jones said, thank you for not sending me to a team that's losing. So if Belichick appreciates you, he'll take care. Yeah, he does.
He didn't do that for Jamie Collins, though.
But he's signing Jamie Collins back.
Also, the Seahawks running back Chris Carson did not practice today due to a neck injury. And Seattle said that it is not expected to decide his status until before Thursday night's game versus the Rams.
So real quick, before we go right into that, what do you guys really think that Gilmore is going to bring to that defense of those Panthers with Sam Darnold in the offensive side? I know that's 2 different, I don't know. Obviously, you got defense and offense.
Sam Darnold's playing pretty good.
Yeah, they're 3-1.
So, what he brings is experience. He brings multiple Super Bowls. He brings, look, I'm going to say he's been the best corner in the league for a while. Some people might say Ramsey. I say it's him because he goes man-to-man every time. He don't play that zone. Matter of fact, when you put him in zone, he struggles. But he'll go man-to-man and he shuts down corners. He shuts down receivers. That touchdown last year that he gave it to Metcalf was his first one in 2 years. That says a lot. So he brings experience. He brings a winning attitude. And he's still young. He's 31 years old. So when he comes back towards the middle of the season, he'll be back to hopefully almost full strength and can help that defense make a run. Because if Darnold keeps playing like he's playing and putting up points, we've talked about this. When an offense, like let's say the Chiefs, they're putting up 40-something points and you're behind, you're going to throw the ball. You're going to get more picks because they got to throw the ball to win. So you know that already. There's no more run game. There's nothing to stop you from bringing 8 in the box. There's nothing, you could prevent it. Where if you had a balance and you were playing with points, then it's harder to stop somebody. That's what he brings to the table. And he's going to do that.
The Cowboys release linebacker Jalen Smith, and they still owe him $7.2 million for the season.
And he signed to the Packers.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Packers got a better defense. So go ahead.
I was getting there, but thank you.
Oh, my bad. I'm sorry. It's just because it's stupid. It's a bonehead move. You want to know why? I'm going to tell you why. Jerry Jones wants to win in a Super Bowl.
Not happening.
But you're not going to win that without a defense.
It's not happening.
Right.
Offense can put points all you want. Let's look at this. They went toe-to-toe with Tampa. And Tampa secondary got killed that game. But they went toe to toe. But you're going toe to toe with Godwin, Evans, Gronk, AB, and company. You know what I'm saying? So unless you can go toe to toe with Brady and Rodgers and Mahomes on the AFC or Allen in Buffalo, you know, who else is doing good? Herbert in the Chargers. You need a defense. They got to make at least one stop. We saw what Mac Jones did to the Bucs defense, and they're hurting in the secondary. Just imagine, you know what I'm saying, what somebody like the Cowboys or some other team, if you don't got a defense, it's going to hurt, you know?
Word. I agree with.
I'm glad my
100%
backup
what he
said word.
Yeah, I'm true.
Nah, yeah, because it was 100% facts. Like,
there was one more thing. Hold on. Give me like 30 seconds. He
Well,
just
why you?
finished the thing.
I'm gonna bring back the conversation that, or the statement about these refs. Like, your job is simple.
they suck. They
You know,
sucking.
I understand that we're human, blah blah blah, but like these bad calls, these no call, like, come on now, come on.
The NFL is getting softer and softer.
And that's the worst thing ever to happen to the NFL because you got Roger Goodell literally softening up the league as if that's gonna help. Like,
there's some things that you have to change, like tackling below the kneecaps or at the kneecaps.
I mean,
is
of
not
course,
good.
of course.
Coming across and forearming somebody when they catching a ball in the middle, that's not good. Targeting with your helmet, that's not good.
Yeah, like that stuff.
But
these baby holding plays calls,
no,
like
that or like
on
the one they called on, and it was against the Bucks with the Pats, but I don't agree with it. The Hunter Henry one.
One against Waller on the sideline.
That ball, and part of pass interference.
Speak on it.
Is the ball has to be catchable. If it's not a catchable ball, there's no pass interference. If the ball's thrown before the receiver, and this is what people like Brady,
impeding the route,
Rodgers,
but you know they change the pass interference rule every single year.
Yeah,
because then you got the fans complaining, and then
the coaches, the players. But every year is something different on what they consider a pass interference.
Rodgers was good for this. Breeze was good for this. They'll throw the ball deep on man-to-man, but they'll underthrow it. So now the receiver has to come back, but the corner's running. They run it. So the minute the receiver stops, he impedes it. Not his pass interference, but it's not, in my opinion.
Defense.
If I'm underthrowing the ball and the receiver has to come back, that's not the defender's fault that he didn't get there. That's my fault as a quarterback that didn't have the option to get it there. And that's what I don't like about it. I understand. And there's a lot of holding in that offensive line. If you want to, and I hate to bring this up, but when the Chiefs beat the 49ers in the Super Bowl, the next day or that week, they came out and showed how they were holding, and they didn't get now one holding.
It was
not one.
It's literally because he sent me a video. It was literally about maybe 20 to 30 minutes. And it showed between the third and fourth quarter. So basically the entire second half, it was a good solid 12 minutes within the third or fourth of just straight holding. I was like, and they did not call it. It was clearly circled out. You could see it, and they did not call it.
So, I mean, and I know it's real time, so they're not going to see everything.
But still, there's still
when you on a Jumbotron.
But you ain't seeing it, nothing.
Exactly. Or when you go out to the side and then actually look on the freaking Microsoft tablets and they're like you looking at the play being ran back, like with all these different angles, how can you not see it?
Like the one for Pittsburgh, for example. They couldn't believe that they got there so fast. So because they got there so fast, they thought it was offside. When it wasn't offside, when the ball moved, they moved. They just happened to beat the special team line. They got there so fast, and because they got there so fast, they were offside clearly.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying about that one.
No,
but like on Waller, they gave him unsportsmanlike because he spiked the ball on the sideline because he was on the side. Didn't even look. Literally was looking straight, spiked, and they said he was taunting.
Yeah, that's another thing. Now, so you're not supposed to celebrate it. Now,
you can't celebrate in touchdowns like you want to. You can't front flip in the end zone anymore.
That was
it's just a lot of things you can't do. And
But here's what I'm gonna
that.
here's what I'm gonna say about that. If I'm a wide receiver, if I'm a tight end, if I'm a running back, if I'm a fullback, and I get the first yard, let's say I convert a 3rd and 18, and the defender's all over me, and I still grab this ball and I mossed him, I'm motherfucking celebrating, okay?
Right.
Give me the motherfucker. I have the right to celebrate the first down. However, if I got a first down and nobody touched me and it was a 3rd and 1, I'm not celebrating that. But a 3rd and 18 and I'm down the field and you in my face and I take it from you and I win it, I'm celebrating, fam.
My thing on this is,
Bro, all he did was spike the ball. He spiked the ball and was like,
nah.
I'm like, what?
One thing real quick, because we still have 2 topics to discuss.
Okay.
That before we do our predictions, okay? So one thing I really did want to talk about was the Broncos head coach and what he said about the Ravens, which was very, very unprofessional.
Well, he
And
said
I did not like that. Huh? It was so unprofessional. Like, for him to say that it was bullshit and saying that they do player safety second and he hasn't seen anything in his 37 years of coaching in the NFL, like, that's to me sore loser. And I know the Ravens are my rivals and everything, but I do not like that, you know?
Yeah, nasty.
Like, you do not talk down on that type of, like, I just don't like it. They're very unprofessional.
The thing is this, right?
Mm-hmm.
They didn't even do anything. They was trying to
the
reach
run
a
off
record.
at the end of the game. The run at the end of the game is
Right. And he said,
like
he didn't, it wasn't, they were jamming something down y'all throat. Like, y'all was losing. Y'all was going to lose the game, period. They ran a few more yards to get a record. That was it. And then you're going to talk about, oh, that's how they are. You know, they care about the thingy. Their player safety comes secondary to them. That's nasty. That's nasty. That's nasty.
Another reason why I bring that up is because you also have good head coaches, right? Like Mike Tomlin. And he is getting a lot of recognition and a lot of praise because he took his time to speak to the Denver Broncos media team. Mm-hmm. And what he said was, they asked him, why did he choose to speak to Denver's media team? You know, usually head coaches don't speak to their opponent's media teams the week of the game that they play. And he said, and I quote, because I want to support my guys. And if my guys are being accommodated, then I will take care of the opposing team. And I just think that it's the right approach to have. We're all in the same ecosystem. And obviously our agendas are different, but I've got respect for the work of our people to do so. And if they're being taken care of, then I intend to always take care of the opposing media market and opposing media team and opposing team. And that will always be my approach. So,
I mean,
class.
Tomlin's a good guy. He's a good coach.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
He is for sure.
He's not one of these guys. He's very classy. He's a positive person. He doesn't stand for BS.
Right.
There's a lot, man. There's a lot you can say about Tomlin in that organization. Like I said, I have a lot of respect for him, admiration. There was a time where you could best believe the Steelers would give you 100% of what they had. They would die in that field to give you what you got, you know? So this is what it is.
That being said, is it Ben's time to go? I think after the season, absolutely.
Yeah.
I told myself that after last season that he probably had 2 or 3 more years, you know? But after watching my baby tumble on the floor after throwing the play with nobody near him, I'm like, my poor baby, you know? Like, that's my baby. And I care about his health. I say this has to be his last season. There's no ifs, ands, buts about it.
I think that, Nikki, I know you've been waiting, so I'll let you go out.
No, I don't got nothing to say. I've been saying this since last year. So I don't got nothing to say.
I say this is his last season. I think this is his last season.
Well, I think as a head coach, Tomlin got to do something like Belichick and think about, is this business or personal? Mm-hmm. Fragile. And here's why.
Put that on Ben's helmet.
Everybody clowns.
Yes, please do, because my baby's broken.
Everybody clowns Brady because of the avocado ice creams, and he doesn't drink during the season. He goes to bed by a certain time.
And Big Ben has pizza, wings, and beer.
Yeah, exactly. And it just I'm not saying, and again, I'm not saying that that's why Brady's lasting longer. No, I'm not saying that.
Brady also gets like 8 hour massages. And
Yeah. Well,
goes to the
that's funny.
spa.
You know,
take care.
And
yeah. So,
he's a
but I
freak
will
man.
say this: I don't think if you want to have a season, Bree, he's got to go. He's got to get benched.
That's why it's yes. I
Bring
think
somebody
yes.
in, and your little ignorant.
I will
friend,
always respect him. He has been my quarterback since I was literally 10 years old.
Yeah.
Literally 10 years old. I'm 27. Like,
he's the face that you've seen the whole time. There's nobody else.
He's my heart and my soul.
He's been-
Like, there's literally
17 years. Yeah.
This guy.
what happened?
Because he's been the quarterback while Frankie's been alive.
Yeah, since
all
Frankie was
years,
born.
yeah.
Frankie was born in 2004.
That's so
Yes.
crazy.
Now going back to the guy at the Hooters, and I hope he watches, or you could share it with him so he could, because I know you're gonna go back on Sunday.
Tell him.
First off, you're not gonna get rid of the coach when the coach is not the problem. That's stupid. He's not in the hot seat. It's not like the quarterback is doing great and the coach is failing him because he's not giving the right plays. That's not gonna happen. Everybody knows Ben's declining, and they know they got the talent, but we sometimes, don't want to get rid of who we have because we feel loyal to them, right? 3 Super Bowls, 2 championships. Big Ben's been in the game, for a while. So he doesn't want to nobody wants to let him go, but in my opinion, this is where you got to make that call. Like, hey, bro, either I go out and get a Cam Newton.
It's so emotional for me, though.
Yeah. Or you go trade for somebody else or you take your chance with Haskins, which I don't think he's the answer, but
no.
You definitely.
I have a meme for that. So someone posted on Twitter. So I don't know if you ever watch during the drafts or the videos of the NFL draft, and when it's the Steelers, when they get the call from Mike Tomlin. And every time Mike Tomlin calls somebody, he goes, "Yo, is you healthy? It's your boy, Coach. It's Mike. You healthy? You can walk? You good to go?" That's what he always says. So someone posted a meme of him with his on the phone, and it says, "Hey, Cam Newton, it's Mike Tomlin. You healthy? You good to go?"
I mean, that's another thing. But I feel like I feel like Ben. It hurt, and I'm not even a Steelers fan to see him get up, wobble, limping.
How do you think I feel? And I'm like, my poor baby.
There was a meme of a girl trying to throw a Molotov cocktail, and she threw it, and it went 5 feet in front of her, and there was Big Ben trying to throw a pass. And it's you went from being a feared quarterback to a laughing stock quarterback. And that's what hurts.
I don't think he's a laughing stock. I would never think he's a laughing stock.
Wow.
No, yes, he is.
Nikki just did not waste any time to say
I
that.
don't think he's a laughing stock.
Oh, Blanco's on.
I think,
June, what you got, man? You've been real quiet, bro, and I feel like
No, I've been interrupting you guys the last couple episodes, so I say I'm gonna let Mr. Nice Guy come out today. And,
Shut up.
And so so that's Mr. Nice Guy. Back to the regular me.
Right.
Hey, Ben, it's time to go. I am sorry. Okay. Hey, nothing against the Steelers, but you're doing more harm than anything at this point. I refuse to give my main man $300,000 an EP when he's not even sending his sailors up to Sailor of the Quarters or Sailor of the Years or giving them the opportunity to win the division.
Oh my God, why are you bringing
my
us
main
into
man,
the Navy? I don't even understand that because I'm not on that level to understand what you were saying.
Okay, fine. I'll put it this way. Main man, $300,000, Ben, you're not giving your team an opportunity to win. So Haskins, go in there. I need you to throw about 2 plays.
No,
then I need you to get back on the bench. Hold on. I need you to get back on the bench and don't move. All right. That way we can say we gave you that opportunity. And let's get Cam in here and give him an opportunity to redeem himself. Come on now.
Well, Cam, I think Cam be good.
But I think it would be a good opportunity to see Cam. Or I would think, because I'm just a selfish bitch, that why y'all look like that? When I said
I'm looking at Nikki. I'm looking at Nikki's face.
I'm a super selfish bitch, right? So next year, right? Because we know that Aaron wants to leave the Packers. He comes here, they give Cam Newton to the Packers, and we excel with Aaron.
Yeah, no. You got better.
I would be selfish. I would be selfish and say that I want that to happen for my team.
Well, we'll see. There's a lot of football left to be played, and Big Ben looks like he's one hit away from being sat the whole year.
No, for real, he does. My poor
hey, don't forget
the last topic.
Your boy Watson is out there too. Where he fit in the Steelers. Who knows?
That's what I thought she was going to say.
That's what I
thought she was going to say.
Listen, let me text Mike real fast.
That's who I thought. That's what I was like. Is she about to say the
Don't be mad when I say this, but Ben Haskins and his first.
I wasn't even thinking about Deshaun Watson. I'm sorry. Yes, I would take him. The last talking topic we have to talk about. Okay. Statement from the Jaguars owner about the incident that occurred with.
I thought he was going to struggling with quarterbacks.
Oh God.
So I know everyone's seen it. It was all over the social media. Okay?
Clearly,
we're gonna let Nikki talk about this because this is her head coach. You know. So Nikki, are you okay?
Hey,
she don't want to talk about the disappointment of Urban Myers.
Okay, so statement from the Jaguars head coach or Jaguars owner. I have addressed this matter with Urban. Specifics of our conversation will be held in confidence. What I will say is his conduct last weekend is inexcusable. I appreciate Urban's remorse, which I believe is sincere. Now he must regain our trust and our respect. That will require personal commitment from Urban and everyone who supports, represents, or plays for our team. I'm confident that he will deliver. I just want to know how the players walked into practice on Monday like, sup, coach? Hey.
I mean,
what up?
I'm gonna let you, Nikki. I'm gonna let you go last, right? Because I'm gonna say what I gotta say. I'm gonna let June, and then you can go take it away.
Can I just that question?
Yeah, go ahead.
He canceled practice on Monday.
Oh.
Y'all ain't winning. He can't cancel shit.
You right? Why?
That's like a dude going home early and your job ain't done. No, it's not happening. Anyways, that says a lot. So here's what I'm gonna say about it, right? One, I didn't see nothing wrong with the picture. Two, he was out with his grandkids, decided to hang out. This chick pulled him close. Whatever. You can swing that any way you want. That's between him, his wife, and God. I don't get involved in that. He's a head coach. He's not a player. But if you're going to do that and one of your players does it, you better have the same energy you had when you got caught doing it. Now, to me, a bigger thing is you cancel practice. Now you're giving in, and you don't give in. All these head coaches that have an issue, they don't cancel practice. The team still practice. You still maintain your composure. This ain't like Bree said. While we bring the military, I'm gonna give an example. A SEAL gets relieved, he gets sent to somewhere else. This ain't the military, it's the NFL. Them dudes are a head coach. You got caught with some little chick trying to grind on you. Hey, come to practice. You address your team and say that ain't got shit to do. What's gonna happen on Sunday? So we're gonna go out here and practice because we gotta win. That's it. Y'all got a beef? Say something. If not, let's go practice. He could pull a Belichick and not answer nothing. He could pull a Robert Kraft that got caught at a massage parlor and just say, "Hey, I'm gonna let my lawyers take care of it." But you don't cancel practice when you have an 0-4 record. That's just me. Sorry.
I will say the memes were phenomenal. I love to laugh.
Wait, somebody said Jags get Columbus Day off too.
Yo,
I'm sorry.
Wow.
I'm sorry. Josh, that was funny, bro.
I think the memes were funny. The memes were hilarious. The TikToks people were talking about when people were like, "Guys, don't worry, that's just Trevor Lawrence, a long-haired blonde person. It's just Trevor. It's just him and Trevor having bonding time." The memes were hilarious. The memes of the white one with all the black dudes, and it's like Urban Meyer's wife at practice with the Jaguars.
Yo, nah, they actually showed like pictures of her likes on Twitter.
Her like tweets, yeah. So
Yeah.
she likes a lot of Twitter tweets that were like, "You are so much better than him. You deserve better than him. He's a piece of shit." Someone was like, "Oh, I bet he did have fun at the bar," and she liked that tweet. And likes aren't private on Twitter, so you gotta be careful what you like.
Unless your account is private.
Yeah.
I just don't. Who cares, bro? Honestly,
Mm-hmm.
who cares? It's more important issue, like the fact they brought him in to turn a team around, and the team is 0-4. Like Nikki said before we started recording, he's always bringing up a college reference, bro. The fact that you said you feel like you're playing Alabama every Sunday lets me know that you was not mentally ready for what's going to happen. Now, I don't agree with something you said earlier, which is bringing a football college plan to the NFL plan, because some coaches have made it work. Chip Kelly came there to the Eagles and brought his mentality from the Ducks, and it changed a little bit. It did. They went to the playoffs. Nick Folk, not Folk. What's his name? Yeah, Folk, but I forgot his first name.
Nick Foles.
Yeah, Nick Foles. There you go, Nick Foles. He
Super Bowl 52 champion, baby.
Yeah.
Just want to put that out there.
We know.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll give it to him. Okay, there you go. So, nobody cares. So, he went to the playoffs with the Eagles. People forget that. So it's not that it doesn't work. I feel, Nikki, and as a fan of football, and my team is struggling too. So it's everybody goes. Y'all in a rebuilding. Y'all been in a rebuilding phase for a while, and I think it's just been mismanagement of players
Since the
talent.
mid-2000s.
No, 2017 they went to the AFC Championship.
But
So
still, you 1 year out of
but they made it. The whole point is what I'm trying to say is that
season.
it's something that you guys have. It's going to take a while. And I just think that people need to realize, this is not an overnight thing. It's not. If you don't have the full talent around, it's not, like when the Eagles won it, and I always say this, people don't give Wentz enough credit. Wentz had the Division 1 by the time he got hurt. All Nick Folk had to do was not mess it up. And he didn't mess it up. He did what he had to do. That defense was playing lights out. So, I mean, and even in Super Bowl, it came down to one turnover. If you think about it, the strip sack fumble. After that, it was a wrap. So, you guys will be fine, man. I think with Trevor there, Sunshine, I think more people are going to come. Everybody wants to be the piece of that team that's going to make it turn around. But I think the coach has to get his shit together. You know what I'm saying? It starts from the leadership. What did they said and remember the Titans? Attitude reflects leadership or something like that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. Well, we didn't talk about the rookie quarterback struggling. I don't know how long we've been in for. What, almost over an hour now. So
Almost.
It might have.
We got to do predictions.
What's up, Nikki?
Jill don't got nothing to say because I got something to say about Urban.
Oh, Urban.
Yeah, of course. Real fast. I'm gonna keep it short and sweet. Short and sweet. I'm not gonna say nothing negative. My man's didn't do nothing wrong. You know what I'm saying? He went out there and it happened. And exactly, it goes right back to what Frank said. That's between him, his wife, and God, right? They're gonna talk it over. Let's move forward. Now, the memes were funny. I give it to you, Bree. My main man, Irvin, is a human being that's frustrated at that zero. And that's exactly what happened. That frustration got to him. He went out there. He had a drink in Ohio, flew right back. My main man, Khan, said, you got to apologize and earn your respect. I don't know how to feel about that. That's just something I would have just kept internal. But I think he's being very political with his answers to keep everybody and Urban Meyer out the news.
Yeah.
Go, Nikki. Your turn.
Okay. So I would say this. Let me tell you my frustration. My frustration is this. I believe that you must practice what you preach. You get what I'm saying? So as a parent, you know, I'm not going to sit here and be like, oh, I didn't do something that probably wasn't great. But what I try to do, or what I try to exhibit for my kids, is when I say, don't do this, I don't get caught up doing what I just told my kids not to do. And I think that's where I'm most frustrated with Urban. Like, when you know better, you do better. I hate that he taught college, but it's the same thing that you would tell your college kids. Like, media is always following you. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to do this and you got to do that. So for him to get caught up with something that he would normally warn his players not to fall victim of, it's frustrating. Now, let me put that aside, because I do believe we're humans, right? He's frustrated, 0-4, wah, 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 wah. Let me tell you where I'm upset. So before Khan sent that thingy out, Urban talked on Monday, and he said he apologized to the team and blah, 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 which was a lie. He called because a player, don't know who, outed him and said, oh, lies. He only talked to the captains of the team, right? Hence the reason why he canceled Monday's practice, okay? So that's where you got to earn the respect of the players, because you out here talking nonsense. Like, you're lying. You're not lying about the incident, but you're lying about the way you handled the incident with the team. You don't do that. This shit, like, you cough, it's on thingy. Like Bree said, she mad at Juju for throwing the damn thingy. You on TD. You get what I'm saying? Like, people are watching. So that's where I'm frustrated. Then another thing is, jump off of fucking college. You are no longer a college coach, period. Like, done. Move on.
Nikki, quick question. If Tim Tebow would have been on the team, would he have done that?
No, because Tim would have been like, nah, we going and we gonna pray.
We're gonna pray for him.
It would have been a different outcome.
We're gonna have to sit down and talk about this 0-4 season that we have.
No, the team flew back. He stayed behind. It didn't matter Tebow was there or not.
It was a joke, Frank. Shut up.
He was gonna do it.
Listen. Yeah, he was gonna stay by and see his grandchildren. He was gonna stay back and have a good.
Get grinded on by some little young thing and let him deal with the consequences.
Frank, the problem is this for me. It's not because I watched it. Originally I was like, bro, the girl was on, you know what I'm saying? Blah, blah, blah. This motherfucker sat there the whole time. Like, he didn't.
Yeah, I mean.
He thought it was sunshine. Leave him alone.
All right, fine. I wasn't even sweating that. I'm more pissed off what he did after. He canceled the game. He said he apologized when he didn't. But guess what he did before today? He apologized to all the players. Because guess what? Now we have press conference, when now we're actually questioning players. You get what I'm saying? Like, and another thing is, we already 0-4. Why are you causing this unnecessary distraction? We don't need it from the head motherfucking coach. We don't need that. So that's where I'm frustrated. Now, hey, I get it. Whatever. Old girl, everybody, woo woo. Shoot, like I was telling my friend, Bill Clinton, he made things. And so many other people. And I use Bill because he was the president, right? So yeah, people have done it. Whatever. Well, not, we need to get back. Like, even with the press conference today, Trevor talked for like 15 minutes. I promise you. 8 of that 15 minutes was asking questions about Urban Myers and how we felt as a team. Like,
that's where the Patriot way, that Belichick mentality comes in. I'm not here to talk about that. When they asked about Brady, he said, I already made a statement. The reporter was like, well, no, you never made a statement. He said, well, we released a letter. That was my statement. Let's talk about Sunday's game. And the reporter, and that's one thing I would give Bill. Yeah, and I would give Bill and the rest of them Patriots. Even Brady to this day, in the Bucks is like that. He doesn't talk about something that has nothing to do with if it's not the game, then we're not talking about it. And even Brady afterwards said that there's certain things that were said that only are private conversations between him and Bill that will never be spoke of. And that's how it should be. And you know, sometimes we want the tea. As fans, we want the tea. Like, yo, what really happened? But you know what? When Bill came into the locker room and took Brady out, and they had a private conversation, that's between Bill and Brady. That's not between Frank
Right.
and Brady. We want the tea because we want the tea, but that's between them. As far as your team goes, I agree. The quarterback should have just been like, "Yo, listen, I'm not here to talk about a coach." I mean, but you could walk. See, that's the thing is, you need to show up for the interviews, right? But if they're not doing what they have to do, you can leave too. Like, yo, I'm not gonna answer these questions. Y'all come back later. Bye. And leave.
Well, yeah, he did. Like they asked like, how does he feel? I think he's a great coach, whatever. Right now we're focused on the game. And then somebody asked like a similar question. He was like, I just answered it like 2 questions ago. You know what I'm like? Right now, the only thing on our mind is Sunday game against the Titans. Like the Titans ain't no punk team. Like I keep talking about this dude and this raggedy ass 20-year-old girl with no ass grinding on him.
Are we ready to go through predictions before 8 o'clock?
Before Nikki goes on a tandem, let's go.
Okay, we've got 5 minutes. All right. So on Thursday, we got the Rams at Seattle. Frank.
Rams.
June.
Sorry, there's a mosquito there. What did you say?
Seahawks
It
and Rams.
says Seattle. Yes. No, Rams at Seahawks.
I got the Rams.
Nikki.
Yeah, I got the Rams.
And I also have the Rams. On Sunday, we have Broncos at Pittsburgh. I got Pittsburgh, of course. Frank.
Is Teddy Bridgewater playing?
Yeah.
Broncos lost last week.
Come on, Nikki, let's go. Oh, my bad. It's
Frank. So, yeah, we got 4 minutes.
I'm going Broncos.
June.
I got Teddy B.
Nikki.
I went Broncos.
Okay. Then we have the Jets at Atlanta. Frank.
Falcons.
I'm going Atlanta. I got
June.
faith in them dudes.
The Jets found their niche. Jets will either tie or win.
So you're going Jets.
Yeah, he's going Jets.
Okay. Nikki.
Magic pulled the upset and that's his win.
Nikki Carey.
Falcons.
Falcons. I'm also going Falcons. Okay. Then we have Green Bay at Cincinnati. Frank.
Green Bay.
June.
Green Bay Packers.
Nikki.
Packers.
And I'm also going Packers. Next, we have the Lions at Vikings. 0-4 Lions at the 1-3 Vikings.
0-4.
Frank.
They lost 4 straight.
Vikings.
Mm-hmm. June.
Dirt team, if you ask me.
I'm going Vikings. Is Cook back?
He will be back. I think he's going to be back. Nikki.
Vikings.
Yeah, Vikings.
Vikings.
And I'm also going Vikings.
The Lions are a poverty team. They wasted so
Okay.
many careers. Not even funny.
Then we have Dolphins at Bucks. Frank.
Oh, Bucks.
June.
Oh, man.
Can hear you.
You said Bucks, June?
Got the
Nikki.
Bucks. Yeah, my bad. Yeah, the Bucks.
Bucks.
And I'm also going Bucks. Then we have the Saints at Washington. Frank.
Shit, man. Washington.
Washington. What you said? Is this a question?
I picked Saints last time.
June.
Heineke is nice. Heineke got something to prove.
Who'd you pick, Frank?
I picked Washington.
I'm going with Washington.
Nikki.
I went with Saint.
I'm gonna go with Washington.
Okay, no problem.
Nikki, who you pick?
Okay. Then we have the Eagles at Carolina. Frank.
I'm going Carolina.
Come on, Mahomes fan. I mean, what?
Carolina.
June. Eagles.
Back week.
Nikki.
I'm going to Eagles.
Thank you.
I'm going Sam Darnold. I'm going Panthers.
Wow. That's not even cool.
Panthers look good.
Yeah.
Then we have the Titans at
that loss
Jacksonville.
last week.
Frank.
Titans.
June.
I'm going with the Jacksonville Jaguars this week. I think they're going to stun the world and give the Titans their second loss.
Nikki.
Jags.
I'm gonna go Titans. Because it's like they're so embarrassed for losing to the Jets that they're gonna come out there.
We weren't being fair. Go ahead with the. Let's go. I'll tell you why I said being fair. But go ahead.
And then we have
Julio coming back.
He was never out. They just didn't play him.
No, he was out. He was outside.
Yeah, he was out.
then we have
and Brown. Is Brown coming back? It don't matter. I'm going Jags anyway. I just wanted to know.
Okay.
Then we have the Pats at the Texans. Frank.
Pats.
June.
And it's tough, man. I'm not gonna lie. You said the Patriots at the Texans, and they're playing in Houston. And Tyrod Taylor is back there.
No, he's gone. He's out for. He's done.
Like he's done for real?
Yes.
Oh shit, man. The Pats. That's cool, man.
Nikki.
Pats.
And I'm also going Pats. Okay, then we have the Bears at the Raiders. Frank.
Going Raiders.
June.
I'm going Raiders, even though they made old buddy the permanent starter for the rest of the season.
Nikki.
I went Raiders.
And I'm also going Raiders. Hold on. Then we have Browns at Chargers. Frank.
Chargers.
Huh?
Chargers.
Why are you
June.
saying
June.
No, with the Chargers.
Nikki.
that? Me and Nikki was talking about this earlier. No funny. Talking about this earlier. Y'all don't believe in the Browns run game?
See, I got the Browns. I'm going to Browns, man.
Browns run game is fire.
Go with your gut.
I want the Browns.
I'm going Asante Samuels Jr. Chargers. That's my baby. That's my boy right there. And then we have the Giants at Dallas. Frank.
Dallas. I'm sorry. I was dazed off. You've been booed.
Hey, so what this neighborhood does every Halloween, they leave this, they ring the doorbell, and they put a whole bunch of candy and weird stuff in it. And then that's what they do.
June.
Giants at Dallas, June.
Oh gosh. Do I have to pick?
Yes, you have to pick.
Giants.
He's going Dallas.
Just hate them both.
Giants. Dallas. Yeah, Dallas, of course.
I'm going with Dak because I need him to get me 38 points on fantasy.
Dallas.
Dallas.
Nikki.
Cowboys.
And I'm also going Cowboys.
Nikki, are you okay? It looks like you're very depressed in the corner on the side of your
I'm just
car
making
seat.
because I picked all my mines early. I'm making sure.
Then we have 49ers at Arizona. Frank.
Arizona.
June.
I'm going with my dude Lance. Hold up, that's not Lance. What's his name? It is Lance, right?
Yeah, Trey Lance on the
Yeah, I'm going with
49ers.
dude Lance and the 49ers. Let's go.
Jen, I have to live tweet in like 3 minutes. Thank you.
Okay, what are you
Nikki.
talking about?
Cardinals.
And I'm also going Cardinals.
Then my head is on the chopping block. I know trouble is already brewing.
Okay, then we have the Sunday night game, Buffalo at Kansas City. Frank.
Bills.
Oh, shit.
Was that it?
I'm going Chiefs.
Ooh.
Chiefs at home.
What? What? What?
June.
Hey, Buffalo. They're gonna score 47 points on them too.
Nikki.
Bills.
I'm gonna go Bills too. And then on Monday night we have the Colts at Baltimore. Frank.
Baltimore.
June.
I'm going with Baltimore.
Nikki.
Ravens.
Now all of the vets are scrambling because this weekend headquarters
Ravens.
is being
I know. I'm gonna go Baltimore.
I gotta give Priscilla credit, but even though it was a
No vibes.
And that is the end of our week 5 predictions. Okay. A lot of us picked the same.
Damn.
But yep, that's it.
Yo, wait. Y'all want to know something? Real quick.
What's up?
Jalen Smith paid close to mid 6 figures this offseason to change his jersey number from number 54 to number 9. He ended up wearing that jersey for just 4 regular season games. That's yo. Oh nah, Jerry Jones got to see me outside. Jerry Jones got to come see me outside. What? Tweaking. Bugging.
All right, listen, I know Bree got to go, so we're going to wrap this up. We can stay talking
Stumbling.
afterwards. I know you got to go. June, what you got?
Hey, hey, the season started for those, Frank. I know we're gonna be busy, but still having a good time. I appreciate being on here. Everybody stay safe. Nikki, be happy.
No
Bree, be
vibes.
happy. Frank, stay happy.
I am happy.
And Lil Frank,
We can be happy.
that makes it.
What happened?
Stay
How do we
happy.
gotta be happy, but
Hello.
stay happy as if we're miserable?
Oh God. Stay up. You got a live tweet.
Nikki, what you got, yo?
right now.
When I get back to the house, I'll be back to the house next week. Stay safe, stay blessed, and I'm out.
Right. I'm gonna go and then Bree close it out. Hey, another great week. A lot of things that we talked about. I'm pretty sure we're gonna have more to talk about this week. But always blessed to be here. Yeah, you're right, June. We got the season. So I got up at 4 a.m. tomorrow to be at PT. So hey, enjoy it. Go ahead, Bree.
Sorry, Josh makes my blood boil. Oh my, sorry. But woo, he just pissed me off. I hope everyone has a great and fantastic week and a fantastic weekend. I am going to Challenge Mania on Saturday to meet the iconic Tony Raines and Derek and Hasela and Corey Lay and Michelle Fitzgerald and Fessy. And I no longer have beef with Fessy. So I'm going to have the greatest time ever. And I'm unblocked by Fessy. So we're all friends. So I hope everyone has a great week. I will be sharing my experience next weekend at Challenge Mania. This has been Frank Presents the Play Call. Thank you for listening. Bye.
Boom.